The jury got to see past so-called suicide notes that Ashley had allegedly written. Here's one on her laptop. It was written 6 months before her death. Take a listen.
Dear Tom, I'm sorry with all that I've caused. I'm not happy about it. I'm sorry for your pain, but I can no longer go on living this life. I'm a failure at everything, a wife, a mom, at having a career, at school, everything. I have so much pain on the inside. I can no longer take it. You deserve better than me. I can't go on any longer. I'm sorry.
And it goes on with really despondent and sort of self-loathing testimonials.
You have a suicide note written 6 months beforehand.
Yep.
Do you think that that is
Relevant?
is it close enough in time to be considered still suicidal?
100% important in that some people have suicidal ideation and tendencies, some people do not. And so someone who is showing suicidal ideation, you can predict that if they become depressed again, it will manifest again. And if you add something like an extramarital affair and a miscarriage, that is somebody I would expect to be suicidal, for sure. For sure. And when yesterday we heard that this woman was impulsive and that her friends at where she was employed were fearful of her impulsivity. That could be someone that if she gets angry suddenly at her husband could do something horrific. Anahita?
Yeah, I was going to say that's another problem for the prosecution in this case, because I don't think they ever laid out a motive. They don't legally need to do that, but jurors like to hear motive. And on the flip side of that, I think the defense did an excellent job showing that she was suicidal. She was under psychiatric care. She was clearly mentally unstable. She was hoarding prescription medications. She had suicide notes, and then we find out that she suffered a miscarriage on the day of her death.
It's a big deal.
It is a really big deal.
Carl, you agree with me, a social worker.
In the court of public opinion, not even just being the social worker, just as a human being, it's hard for us to see and think that a woman would kill herself. It's easy to say the man did it. He killed her, obviously.
Well, usually that's what happens. That's what I've learned from forensic files. That usually when it's a fair, when there's a husband involved, the husband did it.
But in this one, there's way too much evidence here. She was clearly depressed. There was something going on there. And like you just said, those suicidal ideations, that's a big sign and big key.